What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Wayward Powersports production. Thank you for checking out today's video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, my name is Aaron Gazinski, owner of Wayward Powersports YouTube channel and service shop. And I invite you to like the video and subscribe to help out the algorithm and push this video out to more people. So today we are doing a subscriber Q&A. I'm very excited to do this to answer your questions that you guys have had for me. I love doing this. I love that you guys are involved in the channel and helping grow the community, and that's what I really want, is to create a community of everybody that can come together, have huge ride out days, and just really build something cool and a cool community that everyone can join in on. Alright, so our first question is from Fuego Johnny. So Fuego, thank you for leaving a comment on the video. And he said, you should make a video project over your setup. Perhaps whenever you purchase a new bike that you will flip, go over the steps you follow in order to fix whatever it needs fixing. I would for sure like to see how your setup and everything, I would for sure like to see how you set up everything and would make for great content. So yeah, that's definitely a great point. So I'm definitely showing you guys how I'm gonna flip this Honda 250 quad. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out in one of these corners right here. But it was the new quad that I bought. It was the 250, and I'm gonna be showing you guys parts, probably 2 or 3 parts of how I actually go through the process of flipping it and what I do to diagnose certain things like the electric start issue that it has on there. And then I'm gonna make another video of a shop tour of the garage once I get it all straightened out. For those of you who don't know, I just graduated 2 days ago from Alfred State, so I'm done, I'm graduated, and I'm in the garage full-time now, working as a service technician, as the owner of my business, Wayward Powersports. So I love the support, so thank you guys for everything, and I can't wait to see where it is in 2 or 3 years. So it's gonna be really cool, and yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna make a shop tour, show you guys everything that I have in my garage, a lift, parts, washer, tools, all that. So definitely stay tuned for that. All right, our next question is from Bob Miley. So thanks, Bob, for commenting. And he commented, 2-stroke or 4-stroke? 2-stroke or 4-stroke has been one of the longest going debates for, forever. It's been going on forever. So I could talk forever on 2-strokes and 4-strokes, but it basically comes down to time and money. How much time do you want to spend on a bike working on it, and how much money do you want to spend on a bike working on it? And I can make a whole video going on about the difference between 2-strokes and 4-strokes. If you guys want to see that, I can make a whole video. But it is definitely a big debate. 2-strokes, they're cheaper to work on, they're easier to work on, but you have to work on them more frequently. 4-strokes are more expensive to work on, they're a little bit trickier as far as working on them and rebuilding them, but you don't have to rebuild them as much. They ride completely different. They're 2 completely different bikes. 2-strokes, when they hit the power band, they hit way harder. 4-strokes have a much wider power band curve. It comes down to personal preference, what you like, what you prefer. If you've ridden a 2-stroke and a 4-stroke and you like the 2-strokes better, go with that. Me personally, I love 2-strokes. My first race bike was a 2000 CR250, and that was probably one of my favorite bikes of all time. I regret ever selling it, but it was an awesome bike, and I'll be looking for one soon. But definitely, in my opinion, 2-strokes are the way to go. All right, and now our last question is from Joshua. I'm probably gonna mess this up. Manchero. So Josh, thanks for checking out the video on that flipping dirt bikes video, and thank you for leaving the comment. And he commented, I'm a teen and looking to get into flipping dirt bikes, but I know nothing about parts, bikes, etc. What is your advice for me? So the biggest piece of advice that I could give someone who's starting in this industry and wants to know more about everything is get a job at a motorcycle dealership. Getting a job at a motorcycle dealership, just starting even sweeping the floors, you're getting in the industry, you're getting in the atmosphere, you're gonna be around people that know about these things, know about bikes, know about ATVs, quads, everything, and you're gonna pick up knowledge along the way, and eventually you're gonna move up. They'll put you in parts, or they'll put you in service or sales. I was fortunate enough to work at a dealership, and I was able to work at Bob Weaver's. That was actually my first dealership that I worked at, and I started there in parts, and I learned a lot about how parts work, where they're located, how to find parts, how to look up parts online, how parts are stocked in a dealership, how they take care of their inventory. So getting a job at a motorcycle dealership or an off-road dealership is huge, and it's gonna be a huge benefit to you, and it's worth the time, it's worth the money, it's worth the knowledge, and I do not regret doing it. I was also able to end up doing sales at Bob Weaver's, so if any of you guys have ever bought a bike from me, from Bob Weaver's, and you're checking out the channel, I appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you like the bikes that you bought. But yeah, sales is a whole nother animal, but it's also a great learning tool. You get to learn how to talk to people, how to be personable. You're gonna be able to experience all those different situations, and you're gonna figure out how to handle them, how to deal with certain customers and people. It's translated a lot to flipping bikes and doing service, because the parts knowledge has given me the knowledge to be able to work on the machines and the bikes and know what certain parts do and how to find them. And the sales has been huge, because when I'm flipping bikes and when I'm selling something, I can be able to be that personable guy that people can trust and want to come to next time when they want to buy another bike. So that has been huge for me. Now, another big thing to take note of is the whole purpose behind making money is to use your money to make you money. Now, it's important to understand that the way the market has been right now in 2021 is absolutely brutal. I've seen bikes going for $5,000, $6,000 that are worth $2,000, $3,000, if that. A lot of people don't understand price versus value. A lot of people put a bike up and they've put $3,000 into a bike, but they think because they put $3,000 into that bike that it's worth $6,000 just because they have to clear that type of profit margin. Well, the bike, say it's a 2000 CR250, is not worth $6,000. So the value of the bike does not equal the price of what someone is wanting to make for it. It's so important to do your research and to know what you're getting into. You could use Kelley Blue Book as a value, but Kelley Blue Book is not too accurate. I would much rather go with NADA. That's a lot better indication of a price. That's what we used at Bob Weaver's when I was doing sales, to look up the value of any type of machine. So I highly recommend using that. But the market is super inflated right now. Stimulus checks rolling out because of COVID. The price of everything is jacked up. You guys have seen it in the lumber prices and whatnot. Housing prices, real estate is insane right now. So I'm kind of veering away from flipping right now, but I will be going back into it as soon as possible. And there's still deals out there. I just bought a 1993 RM125 yesterday, and we filmed a video on that, so that'll be going up in the next week or two that you guys can check out. But yeah, it's just crazy right now, so it's important to really know the market, know what you're getting into, and at the end of the day, you need to do your research. A good rule of thumb that I like to use is to find the value of whatever machine you're trying to sell. You could find the value by looking it up on Cycle Trader, or just look around, see what the price of these bikes are going for. It's important that you go over all of your expenses and what the value of the bike is worth and what you know you can make on it, a reasonable price. And I always put the price of the bike up for at least $300-400 more than what I really want to make on it. So that way I put up prices negotiable. People are always a lot cooler when you're willing to work on the price with them instead of just putting up a bike for $3,600 firm. People aren't really going to be willing to work with you as much. Do one thing good and you do it right. I think that's awesome. There's nothing better than someone who does what they do and they do it right, and that's all they do. They don't spread themselves too thin. I think that's a great idea. If you want to just stick with Yamahas, stick with Yamahas. If you want to just stick with 2-strokes, just stick with 2-strokes. If you're not too knowledgeable right now, I would stay away from the 4-stroke dirt bikes. I'd stick with 2-strokes, and that's going to be a lot more cost effective for you, and you're going to be able to keep your profit margin higher most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time you're going to be able to keep it higher because 2-strokes are a little bit cheaper to work on. You're not going to have as much opportunity to make bigger mistakes like on 4-stroke engines. So Josh, I hope that answered your question, and thank you for commenting. So guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to leave comments and ask me questions, leave them down below in the comment box, and I will be sure to do another Q&A if you guys want to see more. So thank you guys for watching. Go check out some of my other videos right here on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.